New York's sky cracks open as people stare up, frozen by the impossible sight above. In London, a man crouches, phone in hand, as others watch a strange light fill the street. Shanghai's skyline stands tall, but the crowd below is silent, eyes fixed on the sky. Let's dive into solo leveling, Chai 160 through 167. Subscribe for more recaps. A city burns under a purple sky, buildings crumbling as a massive glowing energy erupts. Thomas Andre watches the chaos, his face tight. He knows this storm centers on one man. A man with white hair looks up, stunned. He feels the world ending right before his eyes. Yuri Orlov stares at the sky, his mind racing. Is this really the Sung Jinwoo he knew? Yuri's face hardens. He knew Jinwoo could grow, but not this fast, not this strong. Blades clash in a flash of light, a brutal fight unfolding in the heart of the destruction. A monstrous figure roars, its form breaking apart under the force of a powerful strike. A dark, winged creature soars through the smoke, dodging explosions as it hunts its prey. A shadowy beast screams in rage, its glowing eyes fixed on the enemy it cannot touch. The beast snarls, its voice filled with hate. It remembers a prophecy it fears is true. Sung Jinwoo holds his weapon, his face grim. The prophecy spoke of his death, not his win. He grips his sword tighter. The prophecy didn't say if the pillar would fall or if he'd live. Jinwoo strikes with all his might, the air splitting as his blade cuts through the darkness. The city is a battlefield, fires raging as debris rains down from the shattered sky. Min Byung-gyu kneels, rifle ready. He's waited to snipe, but this fight is beyond his reach. Elite hunters are hidden in the ruins, ready to fire when the signal comes to end this. Min's eye narrows. If they fire, they might win, but how many will be left standing? He grits his teeth. Even if they snipe, they might still die. This enemy is too strong. Min's hand trembles as he grips his rifle. He knows this is a fight no one can win. A voice cuts through the noise. Just sit back and watch. Min freezes, looking for the speaker. A figure lunges from the shadows, sword flashing, catching Min off guard with a sudden attack. Min's eye widens in shock. He didn't see the attacker coming. He's in serious trouble now. Thomas Andre stands with other hunters, their weapons useless against the battle above. They watch, silent and still, waiting for the right moment to act or to run. Jinwoo's tie is torn, his suit stained. He stands alone, the weight of the fight on his shoulders. The sky cracks further, the battle's end seeming closer with every passing violent moment. A dark figure rises from the smoke, its form shifting, ready for one final, desperate move. Jinwoo stands firm as the dark figure lunges, its form twisting in the fading light. The enemy hisses, convinced Jinwoo is poisoned, but he just smiles back calmly. Jinwoo's eyes glow purple. He tells the enemy poison has no power over him. The monster screams, its body breaking apart as Jinwoo's power surges around it. It crashes down, defeated, its limbs snapping under the force of Jinwoo's will. Jinwoo raises his hand, purple energy swirling as he prepares his next move. The enemy's face twists in pain. It cries out, unable to reverse Jinwoo's control. Jinwoo activates his skill, mutilation. The enemy's body begins to break apart. Purple lines flash across the battlefield, slicing through the enemy's defenses. The enemy explodes in a burst of red and purple, its form torn to pieces. Jinwoo stands tall, his silhouette outlined in red as the dust settles around him. The enemy's face cracks, its eyes glowing red. It whispers, "So this must be death." Jinwoo looks down, his expression cold. The enemy admits it's humbled by his power. The enemy stares at Jinwoo, its voice filled with awe. How brilliant this darkness is. Jinwoo floats above the battlefield, his body glowing with power as debris falls. An old man watches, shocked. He can't believe Jinwoo is using such power so soon. The old man tries to calm himself, saying Jinwoo is just exhausted and not a threat. He reminds himself Jinwoo is still incomplete, so he shouldn't fear him yet. The enemy roars, its body shattering as Jinwoo's power overwhelms it completely. Jinwoo calls out, trying to recall Baru, but the system denies his command. The system tells him he cannot retract Baru. Jinwoo's face shows his frustration. Baru crashes down, his body glowing white as he lands hard on the broken ground. Baru stands up, his eyes glowing. He tells Jinwoo he avoided being destroyed. The old man speaks again, calling Jinwoo the king of beasts and admitting he was right. The old man raises his hand, ice forming as he prepares to trap Jinwoo's soldiers. He warns Jinwoo his powers are not his own, and he can't control them fully. The old man summons ice, trapping Jinwoo's soldiers in a frozen prison of his making. Jinwoo watches, his face calm, as the old man's ice surrounds his soldiers tightly. The old man smirks, asking Jinwoo what he will do now that his soldiers are trapped. Jinwoo stays silent, his eyes glowing purple, as he plans his next move carefully. Jinwoo's eyes glow as he watches the old man's ice trap hold his soldiers tight. The old man laughs. Sure, Jinwoo has no way out now with his army frozen. Jinwoo says nothing, his mind working fast as purple light shines from his eyes. A blade flashes, slicing through the ice as Jinwoo moves with deadly speed. The old man cries out, blood spraying as Jinwoo's weapon cuts deep into him. Jinwoo's shadowy form twists midair, dodging a counterattack with sharp reflexes. He lands hard, dust flying, his weapon ready as the old man stumbles back. Jinwoo's eye glows bright white, scanning every move the old man makes. He strikes again, a blur of motion as his blade slices through the air. The old man blocks just in time, sparks flying as metal clashes with metal. Jinwoo's hair whips back, his face calm as he prepares for the next strike. The old man swings wildly, ice shards bursting from his weapon in a rage. Jinwoo ducks low, the attack missing by inches as he rolls to safety. Jinwoo's voice is cold. He's fast. He knows the old man won't slow down. The old man sneers, your stealth skill must have heavy mana consumption. He leaps high, ready to end this fight with one final, crushing blow. Jinwoo watches him rise, his eyes locked on the old man's every motion. Their weapons crash again, the force shaking the ground beneath them. Jinwoo's mind races, movement, sight, breathing, muscle, mana flow. I can see them. His eyes narrow. If only I can. He knows he's close to breaking through. The old man growls, I don't know what you're plotting, but it's no use. He summons a massive ice beast, its roars shaking the battlefield with power. Jinwoo dodges the beast's charge, rolling under its crushing weight. His eyes lock on the beast's weak point. I got he's almost there. The old man gasps, his strength fading as Jinwoo's plan starts to work. The beast falls, its body cracking as Jinwoo's power overwhelms it. Min Byung-gyu and Thomas Andre watch from afar, their faces full of shock. Yuri Orlov stares, his expression unreadable as he sees Jinwoo's true power. The two stand face to face, silhouetted against the red sky, ready for the end. Jinwoo's power erupts, shattering the ground as ice spikes explode outward. Blood flies as claws slash through air. Someone just got hit hard. Two blades clash, one red and jagged, the other dark and sharp, sending sparks flying. Sung Jinwoo stands, blood on his chest, and laughs. His power just grew stronger. Thomas Andre offers to return Jinwoo's weapon. Jinwoo asks if he can heal again. Thomas warns him. No matter how strong, he is not a complete monarch yet. Thomas asks if this is all Jinwoo can do. He vows to make the country suffer. He promises to visit every home in the country, making them suffer for eternity. A woman holds a child close. Thomas says they will live forever, unable to die. He demands Jinwoo show endless contempt for him as he dies. He will enjoy it. Jinwoo's face cracks like stone, glowing purple eyes staring forward, unblinking. His body shatters into pieces, dust flying, but he does not fall or scream. He whispers, still, a little more. As his face reforms, his will unbroken. His skill tab glows. He checks his stats. Most skills are already at BX level. He hovers over a skill marked unknown. It is also at VAX level, but hidden. The unknown skill pulses with light. He selects it, ready to unlock its power. The screen flashes bright gold. The skill tab vanishes, consumed by pure energy. The light fades, leaving only darkness. Something powerful is about to awaken. A single eye opens, glowing with a new cold light. The transformation is complete. He lies in a hospital bed, sunlight warming the room. He is still breathing. He sits up, gasping for air, clutching his chest. His body trembles with pain. His hand grips his shirt tight. He fights to stay conscious, his breath ragged. He stares ahead, sweat on his face, teeth clenched. He refuses to give in. Thomas appears, smirking. He says Jinwoo is nothing without his speed. Thomas repeats his offer to return the weapon. Jinwoo is too weak to answer. Jinwoo stares blankly, his face pale. He is alive, but barely holding on. He looks up at the ceiling, eyes empty. He is thinking, but says nothing. He stands by the window, back to the room. The IV drip hangs beside him. He thinks, I'm certain the ice dagger pierced through my heart. He felt it. He looks at his hand. And yet, I'm still alive? He cannot understand it. Two men in suits enter the room. One asks, have you come to your senses? He stares confused. The man in the suit stands silent, watching him closely. Jinwoo asks about the monsters. He also asks why he's still breathing. The man in the suit says nothing. He just looks at Jinwoo with calm eyes. He finally speaks. There are 3 things I should tell you, he says. He says he's not the chairman. He's the chief inspector of the surveillance team. Jinwoo asks, how do you know who I am? He looks shocked and wary. He sweats. He doesn't understand how this man knows his name or face. He remembers the Golden Cross symbol. He wonders what moving statues means. The man says they arrived after the White Tiger Guild's report. Jinwoo cuts him off. Jinwoo holds his head. He thinks, this hospital room looks familiar to me. He realizes why. I spent 2 weeks here in the past, he thinks to himself. The man says, Hunter Sung Jinwoo, you look different from your photo. Jinwoo remembers this room. He woke here after surviving the double dungeon. He needs time. He says he must rearrange his thoughts. He looks away. He thinks, how is this happening? He feels the world shift around him. His status screen appears. He's level 146. His stats are all still there. His active skills are all maxed. Quicksilver, stealth, ruler's authority, all ready. He checks his storage. Everything is still there. Even Yamishi's wrath remains. His brother walks in. He asks, what are you doing right after waking up? His sister rushes in. She asks if he hurt his head too. She looks worried. She doesn't recognize him. He thinks she can't recognize me from back then. She says he's grown. He says it's probably just her feeling. He walks away. He tells her he's going to the Hunter Association. He says he's quitting. She's stunned. He says he came over during class. He tells her to go back. He looks at Han Sang-yi. He tells her not to give up on becoming a hunter. She's shocked. She thinks, how did he know my name? She steps back. He touches his hood. He thinks, I don't have my shadow soldiers. I need to rebuild. He wonders, why did this happen? He stares at his own hands, confused. He looks out the window. He realizes, I've really come back in time. He thinks about Cha Hae-in. He remembers she wasn't an S-rank hunter yet. He watches the hooded figure. How does an outsider know the chairman's room? The hooded figure hums, calm and unbothered by the tension around him. He thinks, what kind of scenario should I make up today? He stands tall. It's not my first time lying to the association. The hooded figure speaks. You have stealth, yet you didn't report it. He panics. How did you? The figure reveals he's not on the list. The hooded figure warns, hurt innocent hunters, and you die by my hands. He pulls out a knife, ready to strike. The figure doesn't flinch. The hooded figure smiles. Hey, just who are you? He sweats. Who is that ghost-like guy? The hooded figure walks away. He watches, stunned by the encounter. The hooded figure peeks from behind a wall, watching the hallway. His eye narrows. He's focused, calculating his next move. He raises his fist. Pleasure to meet you. He stands before the chairman. You came for your test results. The chairman asks, what's the matter? He replies, no, it's nothing. A screen appears. Would you like to restart the world? He says, I'll get straight to the point. There's a deal I want to make. He demands, change the rules so summoned creatures count as raid members. The screen flashes again. Would you like to restart the world? The chairman shouts. Don't say something so ridiculous. The chairman's eyes widen. He can't believe what he's seeing. Dark energy swirls. This energy, I can handle the ants in Jeju Island. A thought explodes. Power that far exceeds a national-level hunter. The chairman stammers. How is this? Just what on earth is? A powerful man stands with his sword, ready for battle. The screen returns. Would you like to restart the world? He fights fiercely, blocking a knife aimed at his chest. A woman with orange hair smiles. I think I'm going to retire. The screen appears once more. Would you like to restart the world? Snow falls hard as a giant bear roars, facing a man in a heavy coat. The man stands firm, unshaken by the beast's fury and glowing blue marks. A screen flashes again. Would you like to restart the world? A red-robed figure sits high above, surrounded by masked followers below. The same screen reappears. The choice remains, accept or decline. A man watches a woman sleep in a hospital bed, then turns away. The screen returns, pressing the same impossible question once more. A shadowy rider charges with glowing blade, while a dark figure falls. He stands alone beneath a monstrous winged creature staring upward. The screen flashes again. The offer won't go away. He must choose. He grits his teeth, whispering, "Why don't you stop this?" He shouts at the sky, "I know this is an illusion. Reveal yourself." He stands on cracked ground, alone, his coat flapping in the wind. He walks slowly through swirling blue lights, calm but focused. Dozens of screens float around him, all asking the same question. He walks through the floating screens, ignoring each one as he passes. He turns his head, eyes sharp. "Who are you?" he demands. His footsteps forward, glowing faintly. "Are you?" he begins. A dark, towering figure rises from purple flames. "The King of the Dead. Are you?" The King of the Dead. A shadowy figure looms, its purple glow filling the dark. It would be like waking from a dream. The dark figure speaks, its voice calm and cold. "Are you telling me to be trapped?" Sung Jinwoo looks up, his face unreadable in the dim light. "No, I did not create this world." The figure points at Jinwoo. "You are responsible for its creation. It's a world made from your desire to fix your past. Together with my power, this is my territory. I have watched you longer than you know." A woman stands beside Jinwoo, her back turned to the dark. "I am the record of your struggles." The figure smiles, its eyes glowing with a strange light. A bright light floods the scene. Jinwoo falls backward, the world around him dissolving into petals. He's dead for sure. A white, monstrous figure lies broken, its form crumbling into dust. Hunter Sung's presence disappeared. A man with blonde hair looks around, confused and alarmed. That's impossible. No one can stop those beasts now. The blonde man clenches his fist, angry. "Damn it, we must stop them now." A man with wild hair shouts, his face twisted with frustration. "Our target is the beast that looks like a White Walker." A soldier points, his voice urgent. A dark figure with glowing eyes appears, its face twisted in rage. It stares down at the ground. "How is this possible?" The dark figure looks up, its body shaking with surprise and anger. The dark figure screams, its body writhing as purple energy crackles around it. "Don't tell me. I can't let this happen." The figure raises its hand, a red glow forming in its palm. The beast roars, its body shaking as it prepares to strike. Red energy pulses from its eyes. The beast charges forward, its massive form blurring as it moves with terrifying speed. The beast slams into the ground, sending shockwaves through the air. Dust and debris fly everywhere. The ground cracks and shatters under the beast's weight. Stone and rubble explode outward. The beast leaps into the air, its wings spread wide as it soars above the crumbling city. "From here on, none shall touch this child." A dark figure stands tall, its voice echoing with power. The Absolute being split the light and created the emissaries. A grand figure sits on a throne, glowing. Fatigued by war, the brilliant fragment asked the Absolute being for help. The figure looks down, weary. Why does the ignore the screams of soldiers? The figure on the throne speaks, its voice cold. The fight is just entertainment for the Absolute being. The emissaries stand, their faces blank. "Worship the god." Praise the god. Prove your piety. Words flash across the screen demanding obedience. Even if they abided by the law, only death awaits them. A winged figure looks down, its face stern. I was the sole emissary who stood against the rebellion. The winged figure raises its hand, glowing. My soldiers fell fast, crushed by the emissary's might. Their wings cut through the sky like blades. I stood alone, broken, thinking this was the end. My body lay still, my hope gone. But something shifted. A dark power rose from my chest, tearing through my pain. I rose again, leading a new army. My voice roared, my will unbroken. I charged forward, however my strength was not enough. The light above burned brighter, ready to strike. I walked into the grand hall, silent, shadows trailing behind me. The air felt heavy. I knelt before the throne, my head bowed. Spears pointed at my back. I did not move. My face stayed calm, even as blood dripped. I waited. The god would speak next. A lone figure stands in a grand hall, bathed in red light, waiting for what comes next. A warrior with broken wings and bloodied armor rises, ready to face the coming storm. The rulers of the world, wielding power from the absolute being, claim the throne for themselves. The king of giants, Legia, is captured by chains, his power silenced by the ruler's might. A man in shadows speaks, revealing he reached out to the sovereigns to fight their common enemy. He fought on, not as a fragment of light, but as the shadow monarch alone against the dark. He joined forces with the king of beasts, and together they made the rulers and monarchs fear. His shadow army was nearly destroyed, his strength too great, bringing him betrayal from within. The king of demons, Baron, paid the ultimate price, falling after abandoning his own soldiers. But then a new force appeared. A bright light cutting through the darkness of the battlefield. An angelic figure with white wings descends, radiating power, ready to end the war once and for all. The shadow monarch is struck down, his body breaking apart under the force of the light. Feathers and shards fly as the light overwhelms him, his form dissolving into the sky. A circle of light forms around him, the end of his fight seeming certain as he falls. The angel pleads, asking the shadow monarch to forgive them for their past actions. He tells the shadow monarch there is no reason left to fight. The war must end now. The angel explains they only wanted peace, but the shadow monarch saw their words as lies. The angel offers his heart, asking to be killed, to end the war and bring true peace. The shadow monarch refuses, telling the angel to quell his anger, to find peace within. The angel bows his head, his hand trembling as he prepares to face his fate. He grips his own chest, the pain clear as he prepares to give his life for peace. The light explodes around him, his body breaking apart as the war finally ends. He admits he was overwhelmed, unable to find any solution to the chaos around him. He decided to hide, to trap the monarch of white flames within himself for revenge. While hiding, the monarch of beasts, defeated by the rulers, returned to the shadow monarch. The king of dragons, who had no power to fight, helped him find a way to win the war. They searched for a new world, to build a new army and start over from the ashes. They found Earth, a world where the ruler's annihilation was not yet guaranteed. The shadow monarch looks at the future, asking if this is what will happen to them. He corrects himself, saying this is not the future, but a record of the past, already written. The rulers grew angry at their failure to stop destruction from spreading to Earth. They used the cup of reincarnation, a tool they once forbade, to fix their mistake. This tool could turn back time by 10 years, a power too great to ignore. The rulers made a drastic choice: let humans survive no matter the cost. They wanted humans to endure the clash between the monarch and the chaos world. If people realized only hunters could survive, society might collapse entirely. The Demon King is a fragment of the shadow monarch's memories, left behind. The rulers fixed their mistakes several times, but the tool eventually broke. There is no such thing as infinite power. Even gods have their limits. How could creations kill their own creator? It's like machines turning on humans. The rulers planned to use the Chaos World's energy to trap their enemies. They aimed to turn the entire Chaos World into one giant trap for the monarch. The monarch of destruction and the speaker possess powers too great for hosts. A mage called the Architect offered help, but demanded an imperishable body. The architect searched for a human with physical, mental, and spiritual strength. In his search, he found someone who rewrote the rules and exceeded his hopes. This person was always near death, yet kept escaping it again and again. The architect watched him closely, seeing his struggles and his will to live. Even though he exceeded expectations, he still might not handle the power. The architect used human skill and preference to adjust the body to his strength. The system felt like a game, especially with its level-up aspects. For a reason, the woman asks why, and the man stays silent, unable to answer her question. The man recalls the ruler's betrayal and ponders which side he should choose. He admits he didn't want to lose the time he spent with the one he cared for. He became the other, and the other became him. They are no longer separate. They are already one, bound together by the power and the body they share. He offers rest in the domain of death, a place of eternal dreams and peace. But if he refuses, he will be sent to fight enemies in the other world. He chose to leave, not because he sided with the monarch, but because he had no place there. The place he left behind did not offer him a role, a purpose, or a home. He smiles, knowing his path is set. No regret, no fear, just quiet resolve. He leaps away, calling back. "Is this the last time I'll see you?" His voice steady. He hears the truth. Death made his power absolute. He nods. "I know." No shock. The monarch rises, glowing dark. "Because I am you." The bond seals their fate. A blinding flash erupts, tearing through the sky with purple energy. The shock wave slams into a building, shattering stone and glass. Two figures clash midair, weapons sparking as they meet. A dark figure roars, fragment of brilliant light at the enemy. He yells, "Are you risking your life for the Shadow Monarch?" A white wolf snarls, "We don't have much time." A warrior swings his spear, blue energy swirling around him. Sung Jinwoo grips his dagger, eyes locked on the threat. He leaps, spear aimed down at the beast below. He dashes forward, leaving trails of light in his wake. The wolf strikes, claws slashing through the air. His eye glows gold, focused on the battle ahead. His blade slices through the air, aimed at the beast's neck. The wolf blocks the strike, teeth bared in fury. He spins, dodging a flurry of icy attacks. He thinks, "This bastard, his attacks follow my moves." He notes, he moves like a warrior with countless battles. He dodges frost attacks while parrying every strike. The wolf roars, spitting ice shards at him. He blocks the ice, his blade cracking under the force. The wolf slams into the ground, ice spikes erupting around it. He ducks under the wolf's massive jaws as they snap shut. He jams his dagger into the wolf's throat, blood spraying. The wolf screams, "Caw!" as it reels back in pain. He shoves the dagger deeper, the beast howling in agony. The wolf roars, "Krrrhh," as it tries to break free. It snarls, "You bastard, I will tear you apart." It pauses, sensing something strange in the air. Its red eyes widen as it feels a sudden, chilling power. It stares in shock as a glowing figure appears behind it. It pauses, sensing something strange in the air. Its red eyes widen as it feels a sudden, chilling power. It stares in shock as a glowing figure appears behind it. The beast roars as a blade slices through its side. Smoke fills the air as the building cracks apart. The glowing warrior stands firm, spear ready, unharmed. He shouts, "That won't work on me again." The beast yells, "Let's attack again." The warrior replies, "I will stop now." The beast screams, "You're stopping after coming this far?" It growls, "Are you out of your mind?" The beast snarls, "Can't you feel it? The mana is crying." A voice booms, "The Shadow Monarch is coming." The beast yells, "But didn't you promise to help me?" It rages, "My promise was only for his human form." The beast sneers, "You're running with your tail between your legs." It mocks, "Even though you're the beast monarch?" The warrior whispers, "I shall pray for your fortune." The beast scoffs, "What a foolish bastard." It screams, "Taste the terror of the frost, weakling." It roars, "This is my true power." A massive ice blade slams into the ground. A wave of frost rushes forward, fast and sharp. Someone yells, "Make sure not to get hit by it." Another shouts, "We're retreating, leave this place at once." The frost wave crashes through the buildings. It tears through the air, unstoppable. The warrior stands in the storm, eyes glowing. He blocks a glowing strike with his blade. The beast laughs. Mere humans dare challenge me. The beast's spell cracks under his blade's force. He stands firm, voice cold. Do not assume the king's position. The beast roars. He broke out of my spell. His eyes flash bright. He realizes the truth too late. He mutters, I shouldn't trust those prophecies. The beast's form fades. Did it run from the fight? He turns, voice low, to leave without my permission. A dark figure with glowing eyes stares forward, power crackling around him. Sung Jinwo stands firm, purple energy swirling behind his silhouette. He thinks the power gap is too great, but he won't back down now. A giant purple sphere forms around him, ready to move across the land. The sphere lifts, swallowing a city whole in a swirl of violet light. From space, the sphere looks like a dark spot on the glowing earth. It moves fast, covering a whole country in its purple shadow. The sphere expands, growing larger as it moves through the sky. Jinwu turns, spotting his enemy. Found you, he says calmly. The Frost Monarch feels an opening, a chance he can't ignore. He summons a giant ice spear, knowing this strike must end it all. He swings the spear with all his strength, a flash of blue light. The spear cracks the air as it flies toward Jinwu with deadly speed. Jinwu dodges just in time, the spear screaming past his head. He stands still, watching the spear fly past, unharmed for now. He raises his hand, catching the spear's energy before it fades. The spear shatters, exploding in a bright flash of light and power. The Frost Monarch stumbles back, shocked. How? He whispers. He realizes Jinwu holds the power of a monarch and brilliant light. Jinwu turns to his ally. I'll save you for last, he says. Deep in the jungle, red light flashes through the thick leaves. A loud clang echoes as something heavy strikes the ground nearby. A beast with glowing red eyes growls, feeling death close in. The beast roars, its body shaking as it faces a powerful enemy. A bright figure bursts through the jungle, chasing the beast. The beast turns, its teeth bared, ready to fight or flee. It sees Jinwu's shadow and panics. Don't tell me, it thinks. Jinwu stands beside the beast, its aura thick with death. The beast's legs shake as it realizes it's in a place it can't win. Jinwu looks up, his eyes glowing faintly, ready for what's next. Jinwu stands beside the beast, its aura thick with death. The beast's legs shake as it realizes it's in a place it can't win. Jinwu looks up, his eyes glowing faintly, ready for what's next. The beast bows, begging Jinwu to accept it as an ally. It promises to bring its army to aid Jinwu in the future. Jinwu's shadow flickers, sensing the beast's hidden truth. The beast laughs, calling Jinwu foolish for trusting it. It reveals its true plan, to rip Jinwu apart when the time comes. Jinwu cuts it off, demanding loyalty before any alliance. He states he bears 5 scars from its claws, piercing his heart. He gives it a chance, survive 5 attacks, and he'll forgive it. The beast roars in rage, refusing to be tested by a human. It swears Jinwu won't leave this place unharmed. Jinwu draws his sword, its edge glowing with dark energy. He swings fast, the blade slicing through the beast's flesh. Blood sprays as the beast howls. The first strike lands. Jinwu stays calm, counting down 4 more left. The beast charges, claws crackling with power, ready to crush him. Its eyes glow white, a cruel grin spreading across its face. Elsewhere, a knight in shadow fights a healer, calling him an issue. He recognizes the knight's power. It's Igris, the Knight of Death. Igris's wings flare as he slashes, the city burning behind him. He yells, Igris, as the knight's blade tears through the air. The knight regenerates, but his power is fading without Jinwu's mana. Jinwu strikes again, the beast barely dodging the purple slash. The beast taunts him, sure Jinwu can't last much longer. Jinwu's sword glows brighter, the final strike building. His body pulses with dark energy, ready to end this. He vanishes into the shadow, reappearing behind the beast. The beast's eyes widen. It knows it's too late. The beast's claws fall, broken and bloody. Its reign ends here. Jahe-in stands tall, sword in hand. The beast monarch is gone. She can't believe he did it. He killed the beast in minutes. Some Jinwu speaks calmly. 3 monarchs fell. Others will hear. The Frost Monarch screams in rage. He won't let this stand. He charges forward, fists crackling with icy power. No mercy. Sung Jin-woo dodges the strike. The Frost Monarch misses wildly. He counters fast. His hand glows purple as he strikes back. A blade of shadow flies, slicing through the air with deadly speed. The Frost Monarch blocks, but the force knocks him back hard. Sung Jin-woo notes the kill count. 4 strikes. He wonders now. The Frost Monarch roars, his body glowing with raw, broken power. Lightning surges over his skin. He's losing control, screaming. His face twists in pain. The power is too much for his body. The sky cracks open. Purple energy rains down on the broken city. Buildings crumble under the storm. The city feels the shock. A monster yells, "My liege!" Sung Jin-woo turns, thinking of her. He remembers her protector. That person vanished without a trace. He looks down. His sword lies on the cracked, blood-stained floor. He kneels, breathing hard. The fight drained him more than he knew. Blood drips from his hand onto the shattered tile. He stays still. He pushes himself up, but the pain makes him stumble and fall. He pants, sweat on his brow. His body is failing him now. His hand trembles as he touches the ground. Sparks fly from his skin. He thinks to himself, God's power is too heavy for a human frame. He stands, voice quiet. It's fine, this is how it should be. His boot scrapes the floor. He moves, but his steps are slow. He spots someone watching. "Did you think I wouldn't know?" he says. He walks away, back turned. Why leave without a word again? He stops. A voice calls out, "Dad?" He turns, eyes glowing purple. Sung Jin-woo stands alone, knowing he must escape the gate within an hour. The rulers gave him strength to stop the monarchs, including the Shadow Monarch. He grits his teeth. He could not fulfill that responsibility, no matter how hard he tried. Jin-woo charges forward, his sword blazing with power, ready to face the monarchs. Meanwhile, the rulers watch from afar, their true plans starting to shift. They chose to protect the Shadow Monarch, a decision they now regret. Jin-woo whispers, "I didn't want to show you this side of me." Rain falls as he looks down, whispering, "Dad." He asks, "Did you hate me?" His voice cracks with pain. A pause. Then a quiet reply, "Sometimes." He closes his eyes, whispering, "I'm sorry." He remembers when he first became a hunter, and his father appeared in his mind. He admits, "And I always hated you whenever it happened." But then, softer, "But I also missed you." He looks up, asking, "What about you?" His father stays silent, rain falling between them. Jin-woo looks down, his face shadowed as rain drips from his chin. His father's hand glows, then begins to crack, fading away. Jin-woo reaches out, whispering, "I." He grips his father's fading hand. "I missed you all the time." His father speaks, "Even though you could not see me." The light flickers as his father's form starts to break apart. His father's legs vanish, the light fading with each crack. He looks up and his father says, "You've grown well." Jin-woo holds his father's hand, tears mixing with the rain. He asks, "Is it the rulers? Are they controlling you and throwing you away?" His father smiles softly. "They gave me a choice. I chose to protect you." His father's hand begins to fade, but Jin-woo holds on tight. His father whispers, "I wanted to talk to you more." He pleads, "Stay with you longer," as the light fades. His father says, "I'm sorry, and I couldn't be a great father too." The light vanishes, leaving Jin-woo alone in the dark, broken space. He stands still, staring at the empty air where his father was. His hand reaches out, trying to catch what's already gone. He clenches his fist, rain falling around his silent, shaking form. A loud, sharp sound cracks through the sky, shaking the city. Ja Hae-in stands by the window, watching the storm with Jin-woo. She calls his name softly. He stirs, looking up at her. She says, "Let's move now." He nods, ready to act. He feels it too. "We can move now," he says, voice firm. Rain hits the glass as she turns, her face set with purpose. Jin-woo shouts into the storm, "Listen up, monarchs." He vows, "You will pay the price for what happened today." A drone flies over the city. A voice reports Thomas Andre is safe. Ambulances rush through the streets, carrying the hurt to hospitals. The monster that killed citizens lies still, turned to ash and dust. Ja Hae-in hugs Jin-woo tightly in the doorway, holding him close. President Baek sits, drenched in sweat, as a man offers him pills. He watches the screen, saying, "I guess it's over now." He stares ahead, whispering, "I will kill him myself." He thinks, I see, so this was the White Walker. A man bows low, saying, "Thank you, Hunter." The Hunter Bureau declares the monsters were demonic beasts. A loud SHYA echoes as rain pounds the broken city. The sky darkens. However, a voice warns, Eshwa. A massive swirling gate opens above the city, glowing bright. A crowd of hunters gathers below, looking up at the gate. A man says, "So this is the colossal gate. It's massive." A hunter with wild hair says, "It will start soon." A man in a suit walks forward, thinking, "I wonder how many will survive." A man in a suit stands still, staring at the swirling gate above the city. Sung Jin-woo's eyes glow purple as he watches the sky, silent and still. Cha Hae-in walks up beside him, noting his unusual calm. He doesn't answer. His eye twitches. A single word echoes in his mind, soon. The gate pulses with energy. Lightning cracks. It will open any second now. Hunters shout in panic. It's coming. Prepare for battle. They ready their weapons. A dark shadow falls across the sky. Something huge is stepping through the gate. Hunters scream. "It's a big army! Massive!" They scramble to get into position. Jin-woo's face goes pale. He recognizes the silhouette. His breath catches. Monsters pour out, winged, armored, screaming. The sky fills with their shapes. More beasts crash down, shaking the ground. Their numbers are endless. A giant armored foot slams into the street, cracking the pavement beneath it. The leader emerges, tall, glowing, holding a weapon. The real fight begins now. A dark figure stands tall, surrounded by countless shadowy creatures radiating immense power. A man in armor shouts, commanding his team to begin their assault without delay. The armored warriors charge forward, weapons drawn, ready to strike at their unseen foe. A young woman in white armor looks up, her expression showing surprise and concern. A voice commands everyone to stop moving, halting the charging warriors in their tracks. Confused warriors demand to know why they must cease their attack right now. A man in a suit yells at the hunter, questioning his sudden order to stop. The hunter remains calm, assuring the chairman that everything is under control. A single foot, glowing with purple energy, steps forward, cracking the ground beneath it. A man with glasses watches, wondering what the others are thinking in this moment. The powerful figure's foot presses down, sending ripples of energy across the floor. The word "step" appears as the figure takes another deliberate, heavy step forward. The shadow army surrounds the lone figure, their numbers stretching endlessly into the sky. A massive, glowing beast roars as it appears beside the dark figure ready to fight. The beast's head turns, its glowing eyes fixed on the lone figure before it. The man in black stands still, his face calm as the chaos swirls around him. The beast roars again, its sound shaking the very air with raw, untamed power. The man faces the Grand Marshal Bellion, standing tall despite the overwhelming force. The shadow army bows in unison, showing deep respect for the man before them. A man in armor shouts, confused by the sudden change in the situation. A bearded man asks if the others can see what he sees, his voice filled with awe. The man with glasses confirms he can see the same thing, his expression serious. The man with glasses thinks to himself, realizing this is the true shadow army. The dark figure stands before his army, his cape flowing as he prepares for battle. The man declares this is the true start of the war, his eyes glowing with determination. The scene shifts to a tall, modern building under a clear blue sky, peaceful and quiet. Inside, officials sit in a meeting room discussing urgent requests from foreign press. One official suggests giving an interview to Jimmy from the Hunter's channel. Another official questions why they should reveal the Hunter's location to the media. The official clarifies he didn't mean to give away the Hunter's location, looking worried. Hundreds of demonic beasts poured from the gate, now part of Sung Jin-woo's army. The chairman admits he was wrong, apologizing for underestimating Jin-woo's power. He sighs, looking out the window, realizing the scale of the threat they face. The battlefield is torn apart, dust and debris swirling where monsters clashed. Jin-woo stands calm atop a fallen beast, his shadow armies surrounding him. He watches his shadow soldiers move, knowing they can't be stopped now. A giant shadow figure appears, calling Jin-woo "my liege" with glowing eyes. The shadow commander asks to test his qualifications for Grand Marshal rank. He challenges Grand Marshal Bellion to a battle, ready to prove his strength. A massive shadow dragon roars, its purple energy crackling with power. The dragon swings its tail, smashing the ground with terrifying force. Jinwoo observes, noting the dragon's size and power compared to Igris. He thinks, then Regu might have a chance, considering his next move. The dragon strikes fast, its claws slashing through the air with sharp sounds. Jinwoo's shadow soldiers clash with the dragon, sparks flying from their clash. The battle rages, shadows and claws colliding in a storm of purple energy. The dragon roars, its power shaking the earth as it fights Jinwoo's forces. Jinwoo watches, calm, as the dragon's attacks grow wilder and more desperate. The dragon's strength is unmatched, but Jinwoo's army holds firm against it. The dragon's tenacity is its greatest strength, but Jinwoo sees its limits. A hunter watches from afar, confused why others support Jinwoo in battle. He scoffs, calling them brainless for not reading maps or understanding borders. He rants, furious that no one stopped Jinwoo, blaming their lack of sense. Above them, a massive vortex swirls in the sky, pulling debris upward. Someone asks if the Shadow Monarch has turned against them, fearing the worst. A voice replies, "I will take care of him myself," ready to face the threat.